Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about most highly anticipated game, Borderlands. Borderlands is an action role-playing first-person looter-shooter video game franchise set in a space western science fantasy setting, created and produced by Gearbox Software and published by 2K for multiple platforms. Every Borderlands game series was fabulous. But when Borderlands 4 coming out, Borderlands as a franchise has been in an interesting spot for a while now. As it has reprised its Tales series after a long time of inactivity, Borderlands 4 is likely the series' next big project, and there could also be more spin-offs on the horizon after Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. There are many projects that the franchise could announce in the early months of 2024, and with a big feature film in the works, there's a chance that marketing efforts on Gearbox's part may be directed toward these new titles. Borderlands games from the mainline series have been on hiatus for a while now, and it only makes sense for 2024 to be a big year for the franchise, even if no new releases drop. Texas-based Gearbox Software is a respected development outfit, best known in modern times for its Borderlands series. Initially cutting its teeth developing Half-Life expansions for Valve, Gearbox went on to produce the popular Brothers in Arms series, after which it started work on Borderlands. The first Borderlands game was released in 2009 to a largely positive critical and public reception, and has since spawned 2 mainline sequels along with a handful of spin-offs. While Borderlands 3 isn't the fan favorite release, it has solidified the presence of the series in the hearts and minds of gamers all over the world. It seems unlikely that Gearbox Software will put its most popular franchise out to pasture, so it makes more sense to ask when rather than if it will eventually come out. The most logical way to gauge when Borderlands 4 might come out is to look at the established development cycle of previous games. Historically, games in the Borderlands series have been released within a time frame that has varied wildly. Borderlands might be the studio's most popular franchise, but Gearbox Software has also developed other titles in between. Its most recent title is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which arrived in 2022, following its 2015 acquisition by Embracer Group. Gearbox also expanded its business to publishing third-party games such as We Happy Few, Hyper Lightbreaker, and Remnant 2. The first 2 Borderlands titles arrived in the 7th generation of home consoles, with Borderlands 3 arriving in the 8th generation. Borderlands 4 will presumably arrive in the current 9th generation, which is expected to last until around 2027, so it is a fair assumption that it will arrive sometime before then. Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford teased fans that the studio is working on the big one since 2019. So if he was referring to Borderlands 4, it could already be around 4 years in the making. One can use this information to make an educated guess about when it will arrive. If Borderlands 4 was nearing the end of development, it would likely be announced by now. A 2025-2026 release window seems reasonable based on what little is known, barring any major development issues. Gearbox has favored release dates around the end of Q3 for Borderlands games, so Borderlands 4 will likely arrive around a similar time. Fans can probably mark their calendars for around the end of Q3 in 2025. So what are your thoughts? Are you excited for Borderlands 4? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gaming updates. Until next time, happy gaming!